Good evening, welcome again to my channel. I want to thank you all for subscribing, the ones who are subscribing and made comments and took the time out to check out my humble channel. I'm sort of pretty new to all this, as I said before. I'm sort of a working class guy. I mainly do painting and decorating. I work quite hard, but my passion has always been the guitar. Now, as promised, I put a teaser out yesterday. What I wanted to do is to do a 3-part video exploring my Strat type guitar journey, and had to be resourceful regarding money. Of course, I'd like to get a Fender custom shop or a Sir or something like that, but it was way out of my budget. Plus I was gigging, doing various events, and some of the people I was doing gigs for wanted, because it's a band setting that had probably a second guitarist, keyboards, drums, the usual things, they wanted a Strat type guitar to go with their type of music they wanted to put forward. So a Strat was ideal for that. So over a period of time, it did happen all at once. I accumulated 5 Strat type guitars. Some was modified already. Some I'd done some modifications too. And what I want to do is really focus on the single coil type Strat guitars. Now, the first 2 on the menu, I'll start with this one. There's an interesting story behind this. You probably see on the headstock a Fender Stratocaster. That is strictly not true. I saw this guitar advertised on eBay a few years ago, and I knew exactly what it was. It was the base of this was a Fender Squier Deluxe. You probably think, how do I know that? I've got this magazine, Fender Frontline, dated 2006. And I looked it up. It's based on it's actually a 2006 Quilt Stratocaster. Can you see that? It's that one. Yeah, that one. You see that? Now, basically, I'll tell you what it says. It's a quilted top Stratocaster, which features an older body with a stunning quilted maple top. It's got 3 Alnico 5 pickups. With Duncan design pickups. Is that right? Okay, yeah. Now, the guy in question is an elderly gentleman who advertised it. He said he's basically sold the neck, and he bought a Mighty Mite Fender license V-neck for this. And he put on the Fender Stratocaster decal. You probably see a black marker there. It's got PT, what means parts caster. I put that on at the back as well. Now, what he's done, he's obviously spent a lot of money on this. I mean, the Mighty Mite Fender licensed necks are licensed by Fender. So if you broke your neck or got it destroyed, if you could get a Mighty Mite neck, a replacement neck for it. It's probably over £200 just for the neck. That's what he's done. It's a V-neck, and obviously he's changed the machine heads to stock Fender machine heads on it. I've put the graphite tree nut, the less friction. It's got Fender pickups in it. I don't know which model it is. I did take it apart, but I basically mistaken the photographs what I took. I did check the neck. It is a Mighty Fender licensed neck. Okay, it's got full-size pots on it and everything else, and it's got the 2-point tremolo bridge on the back. Yeah. So, but the thing what really surprised me, I've never experienced a V-neck before. It basically set me back a bit, and I thought, whoa, what's that? What is this? This is strange. And obviously I found out it's a V-neck. But over a period of time, it's one of my favourite necks, surprisingly. The actual fret job in it, if I can show you, it's been rounded and highly polished to fret ends. I don't know if that comes out very well. I was going to get a Strat, a Fender USA Strat or Mexican one, but this is so good. A lot of people played it and it says, well, Lemmy, it is a Fender Strat in every sense of the word. It's the foundations of it is a 2006 Squier Deluxe Fender Squier by Fender. It is a American alder body with a maple top on it, which is quilted. It's probably a veneer, but the two combination, and it doesn't weigh a lot as well. I weighed it, and it weighs, what's it got on here, 3.53 kilos, which is works out to about 7.78 pounds. In terms of scale, it's a 25.5 inch, which is 648 millimeters. It's got medium jumbo frets on it. It's got a synthetic bone nut. Okay. Originally, this would come with a Seymour Duncan design single coil, but the guy replaced it with Fender pickups standard. I don't know which type. You know, I have to take it apart again and have another look. That is basically it, really. It's a parts caster made up of Squier and Fender parts. That's all I can say on it. But the kind of unique feature about it is got a Mighty, look them up, Fender license neck. This is a V-neck. All right, that's that. Okay, that's the first contender. Just have a look. You can get a quick look of it. On angle. It's a lovely little looking guitar. I'll give you that. That's the contender number one. Contender number two. It's this, it's called a vintage Icon series V6. It's slightly aged, but tastefully done. Now, I'll just go through the specs on this because This will surprise you. I know you've probably seen videos of people saying good things and not so good things about this brand, but I'm going to put you straight regarding this guitar, because this is, I call it a diamond in the rough at the moment, but once you smooth the edges out, it will rival anything out there. It really would. Okay, I had to write some of this down because it stops me from waffling. Now, this is one of the, it's not the latest model they did. This is a slightly older one. Vintage V6 Icon. Start with the weight. It weighs 3.13 kilos, which basically translates to 6.9 pounds. Light guitar. It comes, this particular one comes, it's the body work is American Alder. The bridge, this is where the magic happens, one of the magic. The bridge vibrato features a staggered drill block at the back, okay, which radically improves the intonation and return to pitch. The bridge is also made of high-grade steel, including the saddles, which improves the actual the tone. It gives a very you can almost dive bomb this because of the staggered bridge, where normally the G string goes out of tune. The way it's done, it eliminates that completely. The actual nut, it's a Graphtec new bone nut on it, so it's friction free. Okay. The actual machine heads. What do I think about the machine heads? Yeah, the machine heads are Wilkinson's WJ55, and they are patented EZ lock. In other words, it comes with, it's got two holes in the string post. You put it in, put it to one side, and go through the other hole and lock it, and that's it. So it offers a simple, effective locking system for increased tune, obviously increase the tune stability. The tuning post on it, on this one, it's strange because I've got two of them. One's staggered and it doesn't require any string trees at all, but this one is, it's just normal. But it's got one string tree on it, but which is graphite as well. Right, the neck on this guitar, interesting enough, it's made from hard rock maple, and it's the sort of classic kind of soft C, yeah, profile. It's slightly aged, so it's no stickiness involved in there. The fingerboard, for those traditionalists out there, it was actually still made with rosewood. I love rosewood. It's got a rosewood fingerboard on it. The scale length is 25.5, which is 648 millimeters, exactly the same as a Strat. It's got 22 medium jumbo frets. The nut width is 43 millimeters. I've got to mention that it's the same as a Strat. Okay. And this actually has been designed in the UK. Pickups, I mentioned pickups. Okay. The pickups, they're all balanced. It's a set of Wilkinson's WVS Vintage Voiced Alnico 5 with staggered chamfered edge pole pieces. That's those things in between the pickups, these things here. which gives an authentic sort of tone and power behind it. The middle pickup, interestingly, is reverse wound, yeah, which provides hum cancelling in the 2 and 4 position. So, as you can see, this is very highly spec'd in terms of the equipment it's got on it. The actual, from the body to the pickups, everything about it is, it screams quality. Yes, you can get the odd through. I've been told that the quality control is getting better, but this is one of the early ones. I don't think the newer bodies, I don't think they're made with old. I think they're popular. Don't quote me on that, okay? But this is a superb. It's one of those guitars. If it gets the odd knocks on it, you don't worry about it. It's got that authentic vintage feel. You can see the age on it. It's not OTT. And how I describe it, it's a kind of semi-matte finish as well. So I'll just give you a quick glimpse of what it looks like. Lovely guitar. In the demonstration, this will surprise you. It surprised me how Strat-like it sounded. It almost sounds more Strat than Strat. Does that make sense? These are the tuners at the back. Vintage tuners. Absolutely lovely guitar. The actual, it's got push-pull, yeah? Unlike the Strat, is a traditional winding, okay? What I like about these, I don't think I mentioned it. Oh, the controls, yeah? It's got a single master volume control, which is there, yeah? With the controls for the first pickup, the neck pickup, and the middle pickup. And it's got a custom tone for number 2 for the bridge pickup. Does that make sense? Let's repeat that. It's got a, it's like tongue twisted there. It's got a single master volume control, which is that, yeah? Which controls the tone. Single master control, volume, and 2 tones. Now, the tone control, the first one, controls the neck and the middle. And the second one controls the bridge. So in other words, you can actually, just like a Telecaster, these types guitars, you can turn the bridge down if it's too thrilly for you, which is good. It didn't come standard, it never used to come standard on Stratcasters until recently, but that's built in as well. And I said the brains behind the actual mechanism of this guitar is Trevor Wilkinson. Obviously he knew Leo Fender and they got brainstormed together. He's an engineer. So, and I've since then found out another company called, I think it's called Richard Guitars. I'm gonna have to check him out. In the UK, they do a custom shop version of this guitar. In other words, you can order it, it goes to them, and you can spec it out how you want it. They finish it for you. Or any rough edges, intonation, any rough fret sprouts, whatever, they'll get it to you. Or you can literally spec it from new. I want this type of body, I want this type of pickup. So it becomes like a custom shop, literally, for a fraction of a real custom shop. Okay, so something to sort of check out. Now, what I intend to do, without any further ado, so, you know, I want to make it as comprehensive as possible. I've done most of the talking I wanted to do, right? I'll tell you, I'll do more playing now than speaking. what I'll be doing, I'll be using two types of backing track to really show you the potential of the guitar. One's sort of a kind of blues, generic blues backing track. Sometimes I'll get some of my downloads backing tracks from what's it called? Is it Jam Track or something like that? You can buy them online. I'll be using a Marshall. So I was playing about with the the single coil type guitars to get the best possible tones from it. To give you an example how it would sound like in a mix or whatever, I'm using a Vibratrem Marshall pedal, a Digitech Screaming Blues, a graphic equalizer, and I've got the kind of clone copy, and I've got a Donna compression. Now what I'll be doing, I won't actually tell you, I'll just play it so you can concentrate on the sort of tones I'll get getting from it. I'll be using, as I feel, compression, graphic equalizer, and Screaming Blues, and the tremolo thing on the Marshall pedal. I won't be using the clone because I haven't got a Ibanez tube screamer, but the nearest thing what I can get to that is my Digitech Screaming Blues. Okay, all right. Without further ado, I'll start with the Strat parts caster first. All right. Also, I'll be going through all the selector switch. You'll see me turning them, yeah, and the pedals. But I've told you the pedals, okay. you.